On behalf of all assembled here today, I should now like to invite our newest alumna, Dr. Joan Francolini, to address Convocation.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think you'll find in my remarks today a similarity to the Chancellor's message to you. Thank you, Chancellor Thompson, for your commitment to Western. And Dr. Chapman Western, thank you for honoring me today. And thank you to Dr. Hanich and your gracious introduction and citation for Brescia's amazing trust in nominating me for this prestigious recognition. You taught me well, you nurtured me, and you allowed me to believe in myself. These are the gifts that I hope you graduates will carry forward into your next phase of life. These phases of life to which the Chancellor referred, as I see them, are your formal education, and next will be your life education, and then legacy education, and I will speak to this shortly. Parents and guests up there in the dark, it is a privilege to be here today. You have supported and encouraged this next generation of graduates through the years, and I can feel your pride in their success. To expand a bit on my relating to all of you today, it has been mentioned that I was a Brescia grad married to a Western student. We have one daughter who is a Brescia grad, 4 sons with Western degrees and early Huron College affiliations, and one daughter, although a U of T grad, who spent 10 years or more working at the Robarts Research Institute. Just as you parents have supported today's graduates along the pathway to graduation, so too have my family, friends, and mentors helped me arrive at this joyous day. Thank you. I love all of you. The following words of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow sum up how I'm feeling today and how I hope you view life or will come to view it in the future. Give what you have. To someone, it may be better than you dare to think. Graduates, I'm sure you agree that you owe your parents, your teachers, and your mentors your deepest gratitude. But this is your day. I pondered on the significance of any remarks I could make today, and I decided that a conversation versus a speech was in order. You owe yourselves huge gratitude. Never underestimate the work you have put into today for being here on this stage, ready to receive your degrees. All the work that went into earning these degrees will provide you with the wisdom and the belief in yourselves to make good decisions, to think collaboratively and creatively, and to make a difference in this world. To accomplish these goals, my discussion with you today is around service. And my hope is that it will be a tool for you to help fulfill yourselves in the 3 learning facets of life. Service, I know, is an old-fashioned word that better describes the concepts and actions that will enable you to embrace the future. Service means involving yourselves and giving back to the communities in which you live and which you work. Albert Schweitzer puts it this way: you must give time to your fellow men. Even it's a little thing, do something for others, something for which you will get no pay, but the privilege of doing it. To consider your future of giving service, we need to reflect on these 3 phases of education that I have been mentioning. First, formal education, where you are today. You have already learned to think, communicate, and form your strengths. Perhaps during this formal part of your education, someone has even pointed you in a life direction. Next, life education. What you will learn going forward from today is to give service to your community through experience and lessons you have learned from family and friends, and that you will learn from your careers and your work experiences in the years to come. Finally, legacy education. You will now learn to begin to use what you've learned along life's journey to improve the world around you and to make a difference for humanity and the world in which we live and upon which we depend. Today, I want to share with you some thoughts and learnings in the life and legacy education sphere. Again, I have to emphasize my deep belief that you all need to embrace your life beyond home, family, and work. Life education, the act of embracing community life that surrounds family and work, it's not a duty. It's a step in the fullness of life. It's service. I believe I can best emphasize this service to community and its rewards by giving some examples from my own experiences. Let's Talk Science, Dr. Bonnie Schmidt. Let's Talk Science had its early beginnings in 1991 when a young PhD science students began going into the London high schools to speak to teachers and students about the excitement of learning science. That time, as Colleen has mentioned, I was executive director of the Lawson Foundation, a national family foundation. I had a call from one of Bonnie's profs asking me to meet with Bonnie. The outcome of that meeting was astonishing. I was meeting a gal dedicated to her educational field, to her community, and to the need to improve science education for both teachers and children. What could I do? Where could I see this going? How could I help? Bonnie's dream and incredible skill would not have taken off so quickly and positively without the support of her mentors, two wonderfully committed gentlemen in the London community who voluntarily gave the program support and influence. And without the Lawson Foundation's recognition of the potential for Let's Talk Science and its contribution to the amazing growth of Let's Talk Science, gave the program its healthy start and its stability. Dr. Bonnie Schmidt's dreams had their beginning right here at Western University. But now Let's Talk Science offers a continuum of programs from daycare centers, kindergarten to grade 12, and teacher professional development. They have currently 3,000 volunteers at 36 universities and colleges, and the volunteers work directly with some 150,000 youth. The latest news is that it is engaging with its program partners at the Memorial University in Newfoundland to deliver to 272 schools with about 60,000 students in the next 3 years. And amazingly, Hibernia has invested $1.9 million over the next 3 years with the commitment of the Newfoundland and Labrador Government's Department of Education. My lesson from this example speaks to looking beyond family and work and community needs. Bonnie's program is heavily volunteer-based. Lawson's early contribution to its amazing growth and the fact that it is a family board working over and above their family and business commitments to facilitate the improvement of science in Canada's education communities. And of course, it all began with one young person who decided to dedicate much of her life to the cause she believed in, nurturing a passion for science at an early age. She dared to stand up for the things she was passionate about, and I urge you to do the same in your own lives. Secondly, I have learned that we must ensure that we make fully informed decisions in life and when engaging in community service. While serving on the Thames Valley District Health Council, the volunteer board preceding the current LIN system in the province, the council had a very lengthy and agonizing discussion around a life-changing issue. A unanimous decision was reached. Post-decision, a well-known and respected physician in the community approached me and challenged me on my support for that decision. When I gave him my reasoning and the facts surrounding my decision, he said to me, "But Joan, what about?" I paused and had to admit that I had known nothing about. It was then he gave me advice that I have carried with me for the rest of my life, and I offer it to you today. Always ask the right questions, the tough questions. Dig deep to ensure all information is surfacing and that the right principles are being applied. Asking the right questions will always guide you to create the best solutions. for any problems, and they will make you strategic employees. So where are these examples hoping to lead you? I believe a full life includes equally you and family, work and profession, and community involvement or service. All three of these lead to the ability to live your life and find your passion. Do what you love. Find work that has meaning for you. Find yourselves and be true to yourselves. I hope you will all dare to think big. What you have learned and will learn will help you in the important work of relating to people, to culture, and to each other across the continent, and now these days, even across the world. Be prepared to give back. Be your own person. Have faith in yourself. Do anything, be anything. You have your lives to discover yourselves. It doesn't have to happen right away. It takes time to find your path, and I'm a testament to that. And most importantly, I wish you all a full and happy life, full of service, whatever that service may be. As Winston Churchill said, we make a living by what we get, and we get a life by what we give. And a little add-on to my remarks, my discussion today. I'm sure most of you have now, with the social media that's involved, have heard of the graduation address to the Wellesley High School students. I am taking his last sentence and offering you a challenge, and I hope it's a challenge you will remember through your lives. And I quote, "Climb the mountain, not to plant your flag, but to embrace the challenge, enjoy the air, and behold the view. Climb the mountain so you can see the world, not so the world can see you." Thank you, and have a wonderful life.
Thank you very much, Joan, for joining us this afternoon and for sharing your thoughtful address and words of wisdom with us.